these teams played yet?
Live from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center, this is the ISHL on LSN Sports. Today it is a South Division matchup between the second place Ridge Point Panthers and the third place Seven Lakes Spartans. Good evening, everybody. Michael Silvers alongside David Feliciano. So pleased you're with us tonight. The Ridge Point Panthers enter tonight's game in sole possession of second place in the South Division. They're 4 points behind Memorial West and 4 points ahead of their opponents tonight. Last time out, the Panthers lost a 3-1 lead to the first-place Whalers. Came back to tie the game up at 4-4 before giving up a shorthanded goal late in the third to lose a heartbreaker 5-4, Dave.
That's right. In Ridge Point, we saw last week impressive showing. They lost a tough one late in a back-and-forth game to a very good team in Memorial. So good to see them again this week. I was impressed. Probably the second-best team in the league, and that's kind of where they are in the standings in the top half of everything. And our first look at Seven Lakes here.
Those Seven Lakes Spartans got back in the win column on Friday night immediately following Ridge Point's loss here in Sugar Land as they defeated Klein 3-1 with 3 different Spartans scoring goals in the victory.
Seven Lakes kind of middle of the road this season. Average goals 4.6, a very balanced attack, trying to assert themselves in the second half, get to the top of the standings.
Coming up next, we'll get you set up for face-off with the keys to the game, the starting lineups, scratches, and more. It's the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Are you looking for a new home? First Community Credit Union has everything from purchase loans to construction loans, VA loans, and more. With our competitive rates, low to no closing costs, and rate match guarantee, FCCU can help you navigate home ownership. Discover your options at FCCU and get pre-approved today at fccu.org/home loans. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. First Community Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Bonfire Wings is a neighborhood-based, fast casual counter-service restaurant. Bonfire Wings specializes in 12 unique flavors of hot wings. Traditional favorites like gumbo and boudin are mainstays. They boast wing sauces with creative names such as Cajun Mojo, Garlic Parmesan, Spicy Creole, Insanely Hot, the award-winning and top seller Honey Barbecue, Hot Lemon Pepper, and Sweet Heat. 2 Houston area locations including in North Shore on Wood Forest Boulevard. Bonfire Wings, genuine Creole, uniquely Cajun.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Ridge Point and Seven Lakes about to take the ice for warm-ups. Let's take you back to the first meeting between these two teams. It came back on November 13th when these two squared off for the first time this season, with the Panthers defeating the Spartans 7-3. Broc Cote and Matthew Boisvert each scored twice in the win, while Jonathan Wright potted a pair in the loss. The Panthers took 5 penalties in the game. They killed all 5, and Kean Stafford scored a shorthanded goal. The Panthers also scored on the power play with Nolan Boltina beating Ryan Amex with 20 seconds to go in the game. And so they will meet again. Ridge Point will be the home team, Seven Lakes the visitors. And we've got some scratches for you prior to today's game. For Ridge Point, 9-4-1, 19 points, second in the South Division. Scratch from your lineup: Nolan Boltina, Nicholas Axel, Brent Kasich, Hayden Haas, Connor Bailey, Matthew Boisvert, who's injured, and Zachary Lloyd. For the Seven Lakes Spartans, Paul Connolly scratches the Jean brothers, Rick and Jack. Laney Heiser, Brooke Deneen, and Mackenzie Canning are also scratched from the lineup. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Walk-Up Company, the Metal Fabricators. For the Panthers, starting up front, Kean Stafford, Broc Cote, and Charlie Blake. On defense, Matthew Kupich and Jeb Gould. For the Spartans, the center is Zach Thompson. They'll be flanked by Melvin Nair and Aiden Johansson. On the blue line, Jonathan Wright and Kasper Drubzinski. Starting goaltenders, Brooke Bultina will get the start, sophomore for head coach Eric Gould. She's 2-2 on the season with a 2.25 goals against average and an .878 save percentage. Ryan Amex, the only goaltender for Seven Lakes on their roster, he'll get the start. He is 4th in the league in victories. He's 6-3-2 with a 3.46 goals against and a .833 save percentage. The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Think First.
Both these teams pretty balanced scoring. There's no real go-to players on either squad. So I think the second and third lines who can step up and make some big plays, get some points at the lower level lines. Seven Lakes got to keep Ridge Point around 3 or 4 goals. Ridge Point average is about 6. Ridge Point, one of the better power play teams in the league, 25%, and they're one of the best killers in the league at 95%. Seven Lakes has to avoid those situations.
Just about ready to go. Final minute of warm-ups. Seven Lakes coming here off the heels of a 3-1 victory over Klein. And of course, we were here last week for Ridge Point's heartbreaking loss to Memorial West, 4-4, until a shorthanded goal by Andre Czech of the Whalers as he beat Nathan Thomas to give the Whalers the 5-4 lead and eventually the win. That was their 11th win. They are now 4 points clear of the Panthers in the South Division, while Seven Lakes are 4 points behind Ridge Point in the South Division. Rounding out the standings, Cinco Ranch and PFC, who we'll see next week here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. They are 4th and 5th, respectively, in the South Division. It should be a fun one.
It's like last week. We're in for a treat. Last week was a terrific opening broadcast for us.
No doubt about it. If they're all this good, it'll be great. It'll be a great season. It's always a great season, no matter how many blowouts we do, how many close games we do, how many teams are in full strength, have their full complement of players at any one week.
And it's good to see some of the programs getting better. A lot of the ones we did were middle of the pack when we started this, and now up among the leaders, the better teams in the league.
Brooke Bultina will start. Nathan Thomas will back her up. Thomas 1st in wins this season, 3rd in shutouts, and 5th in save percentage. And Eric Gould will go with his sophomore netminder. Top scorer in this league, we saw him last week, although he didn't Potney, Matthew Fraser, 34 goals, 13 assists, and 47 points. Top goalie also of Memorial West. We saw him last week, Ryan Valdiviso, 1.77 goals against average. Those are your top skaters and goalies in the league.
It's our first look at Butina, 2-2. The GAA is solid, 2.25. Ridge Point just doesn't give up a lot of goals.
Ridge Point in all black, trimmed in white and purple. Seven Lakes, the visitors, in their white tops, trimmed in dark blue and orange. Bultina to our left and Amex to our right. The referee of tonight's game is Paul Wilkinson. His son Chase, who is ref some here in the ISHL, played for the Klein team, was a linesman in the NA3HL when we did Imperial games. He is now up in the AHL.
Good for him.
George Lahaki and Andrew McCray are the linesmen today. Puck is dropped. This game is underway. Delighted to have you with us. Kupich at right defense in the Ridge Point zone. A lead pass goes through Charlie Blake, travels all the way down. Icing is waved off. Elon Schmoish able to get to the puck first for the Panthers, but it's taken away by Zach Thompson. Flips it up the near board, still in the Seven Lakes zone. They can't clear. In the corner, played up the boards, back to Charlie Blake, and the puck cleared out the center ice onto the stick of Kupich. Jeb Gould at left defense shoots in. Played up the boards, for Melvin Nair, the freshman on this Seven Lakes team. Stays alive in the Spartan zone. Zach Thompson, the captain, plays it up the near board. Pitching in Matthew Kupich, ladled it back behind the net. They go to the near corner. Sydney Brooks on the ice. She had a goal last week in the loss to Memorial West. Plays it up the far boards. Johansson couldn't clear, kept alive by Brooks. Puck boxes out to center ice. It'll be carried in right to left by Brett Condra. Hassled by Cole Motton. Good defense by number 44, a senior for Eric Gould and the Ridge Point Panthers. 1:20 gone by, first period, no score. Motton controls behind the net and plays it up the boards, but not out. Kept alive for a redirect from the slot. House got it down low to Johansson, who deflected it up over the net. Brooks in the neutral zone, skating from her left to right, across the blue line. She shoots, paddled away behind the goal line by Amex. Puck half wing boards. Motton pitches in and swings it around. Brendan Ryan will get there at the half boards on the far wing. Seven Lakes can't clear. Kick back to Brooks. Now to Andrew Blake, and the puck deflects out to center ice with 2 minutes gone in the opening frame. Jeb Gould, sophomore, with 12 points for his father Eric. Nice move, coming in on a breakaway. Seven Lakes, shot, Bultina makes the save. Evan Stewart denied by the sophomore goaltender.
Yeah, Gould got a little off track. Ridge Point a little bit too close, trying to bring it up. And Stewart with the steal. And first big test for Bultina, and she comes up big.
Face off to the left of Bultina. Kupich controls off the face-off win. Careens it off the boards, carried across the defensive blue line. Charlie Blake strides into the offensive zone. Tried to play it back, but it goes out to center. And Jeb Gould at left defense. Lead pass got by Charlie Blake. Turned back from right to left by Seven Lakes. Condra had it swiped away from him by Broc Cote. 2 goals last week in the loss, 2 goals against Seven Lakes in the first meeting. His pass across the ice could not be connected with by Stafford. Cote has it back in the corner. Pass it on the play by Ray Chang, freshman for Seven Lakes. Shot from the point, save off the shoulder of Amex. That was from Jeb Gould's stick. And Seven Lakes turn it over in the defensive zone. On the backhand, Kean Stafford. Centering pass to the side of the net. Kicks back out to Kupich. Kupich turned it over in the high slot to Condra, and he's able to get it out of the zone. Puck swept back in as Ridge Point will go for a change. 11:45 remaining. Opening period, still no score as we skate here in Sugar Land. Puck played in by Garrett House. Burrowing in on the forecheck. Zach Thompson. Motton reaches him. They cancel each other out. Andrew Blake will take it up the far wing boards from left to right. Lead it for Schmoist and get it back and skate in on Amex. Here's Blake on the backhand. Saved by Amex. Carried behind by Condra. Played up the far wing boards. Poked back out to center ice by Thompson. He jostles with Gould. Gould flips it in off his backhand. Goes all the way down to Amex, who covers up. And the whistle blows with 3:49 gone by in the opening period. Scoreless between Ridge Point and Seven Lakes.
Now, in terms of speed, Ridge Point just the better skating team. Brooks and Gould, Stafford, really good skaters, fast. And that's going to be a problem for Seven Lakes.
Face off to the right of junior netminder Ryan Amex. Face off one. Play behind the net by Andrew Payne, sophomore for Seven Lakes. They battle on the near boards, 2-on-2 battle. Brooks is in there for Ridge Point, trying to help out her teammate. 2 Spartans there trying to dig the puck free. And they get it out to center ice. Kupich plays it back towards the blue line. And Brooks couldn't keep it alive. And Seven Lakes will skate it out. Thompson, poke from him. Good active stick by Matthew Kupich. Puck does travel all the way back down. Well, Valerie Kupich is there to play it up the far wing, but not out of the zone. Swung in back deep for Kupich to play it there. Matthew Kupich on his forehand, lead pass. Deflects onto the stick of Stafford. Curls with it. Great pass. Shot, score! In the slot, Charlie Blake after an excellent feed. And it's 1-0 Ridge Point.
How about that pass from Stafford? Collected, went up the right side and did a 360 They whipped off a great pass to Blake. You got to give Stafford a ton of credit on that. That's a perfect 1-2 game. Wide open was Blake. 1-0 Panthers.
Charlie Blake gives the Panthers a 1-0 lead at 4:39 of the first period. Stafford controlling it right wing. Plays it off the glass in deep into the Spartan zone. Jonathan Wright to play it behind the net and skate it out with a lead pass to Condra. Active stick of Jeb Gould. Puck turned over in the center circle, then collected again by Jonathan Wright as he forces his way in. Sharp angle shot, easily dealt with by Protina, and a penalty is called on Ridge Point as Wright went down. Tripping will be called, and Seven Lakes will get the game's first power play.
That's on Gould. Wright was coming around and chop by Gould, and perfect timing for Seven Lakes to go down 1-0 and now a chance to equalize with 10 minutes to go.
5:04 the time of the penalty. Seven Lakes will be on a Mr. Electric power play. We have the power to make things better. Thompson will skate in against Brooks for the faceoff. That'll be dropped to the right of Boltena. To the left point, Wright shoots. And a blocker save made by Boltena. Kept alive in the corner. Played back up the boards, Wright, then centered. A lot of sticks on the ice. And Andrew Blake clears down. 20 seconds killed by the Panthers. Seven Lakes have the third best power play in the league at 18%. Ridge Point killing penalties at a 95% clip. Skating in. Payne. Centering pass, deflected just wide. Play behind the goal line to the right circle. Shooting, save Boltena as Thompson is robbed. Backhand centering feed is intercepted and cleared by Ridge Point. 1:10 to go on the man advantage. Andrew Blake on the shorthand is forechecking, takes the puck away from Garrett House. House got it back and plays it right to left, striding in across the line, Thompson. Hassled by Kean Stafford, Mott in the corner, checks Thompson, lays it up to Stafford who turns it over, right with a wrist shot, blocker or pad save by Boltena. And then the lead to Stafford, skates in on a shorthanded breakaway. Stafford shoots, save Amex. Could have been 2-0 there on the shorthand. 35 seconds to go on the Spartan power play. Thompson, left wing boards across the offensive line, shoots. That one deflected by Cote and ricocheted into the corner. And back come Ridge Point, skating from right to left. Stafford leaves it for Cote, who burrows in across the line. Cote with a wrist shot. Amex closes the 5-hole. Puck ricochets into the catching glove of Ryan Amex with 14 seconds to go on the Jeb Gould penalty.
That's a crazy power play. 3 shots by Seven Lakes, but shorthanded Ridge Point has 2 shots. You don't see 5 shots in a power play very often.
1-0 Panthers, 8:10 to play first period, and 14 seconds to go on the tripping minor to Jeb Gould. It'll be an offensive face-off, offensive zone face-off for Sidney Brooks. Well, it looks like one of the Zhongs did come. Rick Zhong.
I think warning to both benches for perhaps verbal activity. Some John out there.
Seven Lakes skated out in the last 5 seconds of the power play. It is officially a Stafford assist. Here's a shot wide, ricocheted off the rebound off the inboards. Condra hit the side of the net. And we have a whistle as the net came free. So at 4:39, Blake from Stafford. And the Panthers have a 1-0 lead with 7:49 remaining in the opening period. Faceoff comes out to center.
I was impressed with Seven Lakes on that power play. Yeah, they gave up a couple of shots, but good offensive pressure. Got some looks. They may be getting their legs under them.
Brooks and Condra for the faceoff. Brooks kicks it back to right defense in the Ridge Point zone. Gross has trouble with the puck, but gets it out to center ice. Warday plays it off the boards. He had a goal the first time these two met back in November. Andrew Blake chips it off the boards. Swept around. It'll go to Evan Stewart. He had a goal when these two teams first played. He flips it cross corner for the dump in. This is Gross for Ridge Point. Takes it behind the net. Off his backhand, plays off the far board for not out. Shot, kick save made by Boltena from the far side. That shot came off the stick of Andrew Pang. Chang, half wing wall, turned it over to Andrew Blake, flips it off the glass, and hops over the stick of Warday and out to center ice. Brendan Ryan skates it across the line. Wrist shot, blocker save. Off the right pad, I should say, of Ryan Ammix. Seven Lakes controls in their own end with 6:45 to play, trailing 1-0 here in the first period. Condra over the blue line. Left it there, and Kean Stafford with a lead pass. Off to Broc Cote, 3-on-2 as they go into the Spartan zone. Cote wheeling with his backhand behind the net. Stick handling. Takes it to the half wing wall. Still in possession, and 3 Spartans are there to take it away in the circle. Charlie Blake goes down at the side of the net. Seven Lakes can't clear the zone. Stays below the goal line, then is flipped up the near boards by the Spartans. Martin at right defense, shooting a soft puck that is stopped in the high slot. Then at point blank range, it goes to Broc Cote, and he scores right at the top of the crease. It's 2-0.
That's why you plant yourself in front of the goal. That was essentially a loose puck. Cote is a big guy, takes up a lot of space, slammed it in. Nobody was manning him. That's an easy goal for Cote.
11th goal of the season for the junior. Had 2 goals last week, a goal here tonight, so he's hot. 6:07 left here. Time of the goal, 8:53. Cote gives the Panthers a 2-0 lead. And he will flip it in off the backhand into the Spartan zone. Rick Jean giving chase along with Charlie Blake. Battle for the side of the net. Comes out, Spartans clear the zone from right to left with O. Johansson. And then Zach Thompson carries in. Watched by Gould. Lost it to Charlie Blake. Johansson on the forecheck. And the Panthers are able to skate it out as Stafford got it to the neutral zone. He takes control. Nice backhanded pass as he dropped it for Gould, who is checked as he enters the zone by Rick Zhang. And back come the Spartans as they shoot in off the stick of Melvin Nair. 5:20 to go, first period, 2-0 Ridge Point. Zach Thompson on the forecheck, plays it into the left wing corner. Matthew Kupich is there for the for the Panthers. He's able to clear the zone to Andrew Blake. Elon Schmois, left wing, goes off his skate, played behind the net by Kasper Drabzinski. And here comes Seven Lakes again. Drabzinski at left wing, got checked at center by Matthew Kupich and lost possession. Jeb Gould, lead pass to Brooke, chips it ahead towards the blue line, goes off her skate, stays at center ice as Andrew Blake is hassled by Garrett House. Blake turns it up, couldn't clear the zone. Warday keeps it alive. Warday gets it back, takes it to the slot. Puck is hopping around, and it's kept alive and shot in deep by Pang. Plays a backhander towards the net. Jeb Gould swipes it away, and the lead pass gets him out to center with Elon Schmois. Tries the backhand to Andrew Blake, intercepted by House in the last 4:20 of period number 1. Pang tried to get it by Gould. Martin there to support. Placed up the near boards, but takes a weird carom off the end of the boards, at the bottom of the boards. Now Jonathan Wright along the goal line, tried to pass, swung and missed, cleared. Garrett House swings at it, got it back into the Panthers zone, but Jeb Gould is there to lift it clear. It's Broc Cote, left wing boards. His shot not all that accurate, it went wide. I don't think he got very good wood on that one. Turning with the Stafford with a high shot that goes wide as well, as the Panthers have it in the Spartan zone. Play up the near boards and out to center ice by Warday. Cleared out the center ice. Gould chipped in off the right skate of Stafford deep into the Spartan zone. Right up the near boards, looking for Vincent Key. Key, a freshman on this Spartan team. Cote with the steal. Travels back into the zone before it is cleared. Martin turned it over in the neutral zone. Skating in from right to left, long shot, high over the crossbar of Brooke Boltena's net. Drabzinski plays it from his left to his right and back in to the Panthers zone. 3 minutes to go, opening period, 2-0 Panthers. as Gould motors from right to left. Check it left to right, into the zone. Got tangled up by Ray Chang, and Chang's able to skate it out. He goes in across the line. Here's Chang on his backhand, shoots. Bultina with the save. 2:38 remaining in the first period. Ridge Point enjoying a 2-0 lead.
Well, Chang's an aggressive player, and Bultina, another good save. She stopped a couple of point blank tonight. Throwing a shutout in this first period looks good.
Face off to the left of Bultina. Offensive zone draw for the Spartans. Brooks and Condra, one by Condra. Puck at the side of the net. Kupich swings it up the boards. Kaczynski keeps it at the left point. And then his attempt to sit it down the boards was blocked by Blake. Andrew Blake's able to get it back out to the neutral zone before Stewart swipes it back in. Here's Kupich. Matthew Kupich along the near board, shovels it back out to center ice. Andrew Blake lost it to Drebzinski, almost collided with his teammate Johansson. Here's Condra, shot saved. Bultina a brick wall so far here in this first period. 2:07 to play, 2-0 Ridge Point.
Yeah, Seven Lakes actually has more shots than Ridge Point, 7-6. She stopped them all.
On the Cote goal, assists go to Charlie Blake and Cole Motton at 8:53 of this first period. 2 minutes to go as the puck is below the goal line in the Panthers zone. Skated out by Charlie Blake. Lead pass hard off the stick of Stafford. He turns it over to Drebzinski. Poked from him by Charlie Blake and then skated in by Stafford. Rick Zhang back for the Spartans. Stafford centering pass. Oh, and Cote just shot it wide. At the side of the net, Stafford is denied by Amex, and he drops on the loose puck in the last 1:36 of period number one.
Man, I just love to watch Stafford. I commented on him last week. Great skater, great stick handler, thin player, but very active, and he and Gould are just such good weapons.
Offensive zone face-off. Charlie Blake will take it for the Panthers to the left of Amex. Jocelyn with Thompson. V has it behind his netminder. Plays it up to the near board. Still in the Spartan zone. Thompson clears it all the way down, and this will roll down for icing.
Yep.
1:21 to go, period number one.
Now, no shift change during the ice. And they'll go with what they got here, another minute 21 in their own zone is Seven Lakes.
Charlie Blake and Broc Cote, the goal scorers thus far for Ridge Point here in this first period, as they battle along the near boards. Stafford, Thompson, Cote, and V. Charlie Blake with a backhander that goes through the slot, comes back to Gould for a drive that's blocked as Thompson will carry out. Motoring from right to left, got by Stafford, but played the puck a little too hard, and Gould able to swipe it down deep in his own end, played up the far boards, kept alive by the Spartans. A pass got all the way through. Left point Key. Down the boards for Thompson in the corner. Got two Panthers on him. Johansson helps. In the left circle, Thompson poked from him. And now Key plays it towards goal from the point. It's intercepted by Gould. 33 seconds to go. Lead pass, Cote. Cote shoots and scores. Left all alone behind the defense. Easy as you like. Broc Cote, second of the period. 3-0 Panthers.
I'm trying to see who had that lead pass, who flipped it up, kind of pitchforked it up to Cote. It was a heck of a pass. The Ridge Point assists tonight are just solid. I mean, the passing is making things easy for Cote.
Cote came in with 10 goals. He had 8 goals going into last week's game, 4 goals in his last 1+ games. 22 seconds to go. And Ridge Point is doing this without guys like Matthew Boisvert, who is their leading scorer and is 5th in the league in goals. 6 seconds to go, puck played in deep into the Panthers zone. House couldn't keep it alive at the point, and that is it for period number one. 3-0 Panthers, an excellent first period for Ridge Point. Back to start the second after this. It's the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Men, you're probably already aware of the fact that we're notorious for neglecting our health concerns and ignoring warning signs. If you were to be totally honest, you've experienced change in your life such as a decrease in your drive, your initiative, your assertiveness, your sense of well-being. You have increased fatigue, a decline in self-confidence. You're depressed. You have depressed moods, irritable moods. You have decreased mental sharpness, a decline in romantic moods and inclinations and sexual ability. These signs are common symptoms of men with low testosterone levels. Bioidentical, natural testosterone replacement can put a tiger back in your tank. However, men's health also requires a balance of good nutrition, detoxifying the body, and supplementing with proper vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I'm Dr. Steve Hotze.
Guys, isn't it about time you took care of you? Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center for a free consultation. 281-698-8698. Get back your energy and zest for life. 281-698-8698.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
Second period about to get underway. It is 3-0 Ridge Point on goals by Charlie Blake and 2 by Broc Cote. The last at 14:30, the assist to Jeb Gould with an excellent lead pass.
As I said, great passing by the Panthers, up 3-0. Shots in that first period, Ridge Point 8, Seven Lakes 7. Boltina stopping everything from Seven Lakes.
Amex to our left, Boltina to our right. House and Charlie Blake at center. Paul Connolly talking with Paul Wilkinson at the Seven Lakes bench. Face-off win for the Panthers. Here's Jeb Gould off the center boards, turned over to Rick Chang. Right defense for the Spartans. Trying to play catch-up as we start period number 2 from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano, glad you're with us. Peng drops it back. House, top of the right wing circle. That shot goes in and out of the catching glove of Boltina. Rebound shot hit the bottom of the cage. Jeb Gould carries behind his netminder. Plays it off the glass but not out. Kept alive by Cheng at the left point. Then it's kicked out to center ice. Drebzinski plays it back towards the zone where Garrett House is there to stride in deep. Behind the net, he wheels with the puck, puts on the brakes. Mott there defensively, pins him to the boards, waits for help, gets the help. Played up the near boards but not out. Pinched in was Jonathan Wright. And Ridge Point just fling it all the way down and get the icing.
That's an old-fashioned icing on purpose. That shift was not going the Panthers' way, so they're going to make a change here and try to start over.
58 seconds gone by here in period number 2. 3-0 Ridge Point. Face-off in the Panthers' zone. Zach Thompson will skate in to take it for Seven Lakes. He wins it. Rick Zhang keeps it alive. Down the boards, Thompson. Continue the battle as Jeb Gould was there. Centering pass went off the heel of the stick of Johansson and wide of the net. Brendan Ryan couldn't clear. Kept alive at the top by Nair. Nair shot was deflected up over the crossbar. Left behind the net by Jeb Gould. Thompson tries a nifty play at the side of the net. The Panthers were ready for it. Comes out to center ice with a lead pass from Andrew Blake to Brendan Ryan. Stick lifted from behind by Rick Zhang. He'll carry from right to left. Make it left to right. Stops at the half boards, turns. Sends it down the boards for Thompson. Thompson monitored by Valerie Kupich. And puck off the hit of Johansson's stick. Gloved by Boltina softly. 2:01 gone by here in the second period. 3-0 Panthers.
Well, Seven Lakes much more aggressive this period. First 2 shifts controlling the action. They're trying to make up that deficit.
Condra with the faceoff. Loses it to Charlie Blake. Gould controls. Forecheck by Condra. Condra takes possession. Try to play it back. Back come the Panthers. Wright ends up getting to the puck first ahead of Matthew Kupich. Turns it into the corner, plays it up the boards. Kept alive down the wing comes Cote behind the net. He's got 2 goals already for the Panthers tonight. Cote leaves it for Gould. Gould, sharp angle shot, more like a shot pass, but Stafford couldn't complete it. Another wrist shot comes from the stick of Cote, gloved, and then it was Amex who made the save. Flip back out to center ice from left to right, Evan Stewart. Stewart sends it in deep. Matthew Kupich to play it around to the far boards. Chipped ahead by Stafford out to center ice. Chang plays it right to the stick of Broc Cote, coming back the other way into the offensive zone. Cote with a centering pass. It was chipped high up into the screen by Matthew Kupich. 11:58 to play, second period, 3-0 Ridge Point.
You're right, Michael. I mean, Ridge Point missing a lot of good players tonight, and doesn't look like they've lost all that much, up 3-0. That just shows you how deep this Panther team is.
Face-off win by the Spartans to have it in their own zone. Rick Zhang off his backhand up the center for Payne. Andrew Blake steals it away from him, but Payne got it back. Hassled by 2 Panthers. Jeb Gould got the puck, flipped it back out the center, cross ice from left to right as Shamoish sends it in. Here's Rick Zhang off the boards into the corner. Andrew Blake there for the Panthers, and he'll be skated out by the Spartans left to right. Jabzinski canceled out at the red line. House working hard to get it back, and he does. He's got 3 with him. Down the boards into the corner. Motton there to try to take him off the play. House spun off Motton. Takes it behind the net on his backhand. Centering pass was blocked by Gould, and it's played out to center ice. Andrew Blake hot on the trail of Rick Zhang, who wheels with the puck behind Ryan Amex. Puts on the brakes, comes back the other way. 4 minutes gone by here in this second period, 3-0 Ridge Point. Sent back in by Drabzinski. To the right of Boltina. Cross ice feed goes behind Schmoish, kept alive by the Spartans. Drabzinski. Centering pass intercepted. Nobody there for the Spartans in position to take a shot on goal right in front of Broc Cote. Spartans at the side of the net. Played behind. Comes back to the point. Right. Wrist shot blocked. Ricocheted over the stick of House. And the Panthers clear. They have a 2-on-1 developing. Blake to Brooks. And she couldn't handle the pass in the slot. Up the near boards. It'll be skated out by Peng. Ahead for Thompson. Thompson skates into the offensive zone. Taken off the play by Gould. Gould, a sophomore, has played excellent defense this season and has 30 penalty minutes, which is 3rd on the team. Connor Bailey leading the Panthers in penalty time with 40 minutes in the box, so he's scratched tonight. Puck in the Spartan zone. Down the boards. Play back to Cote. Right board. Wrist shot deflected just wide. 9:25 remaining. Wright clears the zone. 3-0 Ridge Point as Melvin Nair shot it in. Matthew Kupich has Thompson on his heels. Thompson checks Kupich, but it was Thompson who went down. Charlie Blake up the near boards. Right at the point. This shot wide, and it goes up into the screen. 5:56 gone here in the second period. It is 3-0 Panthers.
More evenly played period. This period just flying by. We're already 6 minutes into it. Only 1 shot, and that was by Ridge Point.
Next Friday night, it's another South Division tilt as the Cinco Ranch Cougars will match up against the Pearland Friendswood Flyers. We'll be with you for live coverage at 5:55 p.m. right here on your home for the ISHL LSN Sports. Broc Cote skates in along the right wing. Centering pass goes all the way through. Onto the stick of Evan Stewart. From left to right, Condra burrows in. Wrist shot wide of Boltena's net as it went past her left-handed catching glove. Panthers trying to skate it out. Couldn't do it. Wright kept it in before it is finally cleared. And Cote leads Stafford in across the line. Stafford. Centering pass on the backhand. Swiping with it. They score. It is Cote. He's got the Hattie.
And Stafford, another great assist. I mean, those two play the two-man game so well. And Cote knows where to be, Michael. He's always right in front of the goal in the slot. You can't miss him. He took his time receiving that pass, turned himself around, and jammed it in for the third goal. His third goal.
4-0 at the 6:31 mark of period number 2. Excellent job by Cote on his backhand, swiping it around on his forehand, beating Amex. Came into this game with a 3.46 goals against average. 4th in the league in victories and a penalty as Stafford goes down. Tripping will be called, and Seven Lakes will be shorthanded for the first time.
That's Zhang. I thought that might have been incidental, but not so much. Stafford took a hard fall right at center ice, and not good for Seven Lakes. Ridge Point just scored their 4th goal. Have a chance here for number 5.
Stafford gets his 2nd assist of the game on Cote's 3rd goal at 6:31 of this 2nd period. Zhang in the box for tripping at 6:42. 3rd penalty taken this season by the senior. And it's a Mr. Electric power play for Ridge Point. 1st in the league with a 25% conversion rate. Seven Lakes has killed 86% of those penalties. Is that another one of those lacrosse-style tries? Stafford. As Seven Lakes clear just to the neutral zone. Stopped just outside of the blue line by Gould. Jeb Gould carries in along the right wing boards. Got by Pang. Slides it around for Stafford. Slings it in, round behind the net. Sidney Brooks to play it, opposite Jonathan Wright. 7:40 to go into the 2nd period. 1:20 on this power play. House pins it to the boards. Working against him, Stafford. Puck is loose to Andrew Blake. Played back to Jeb Gould at the point. Back down the boards it goes, where it's intercepted by Garrett House. Number 36 for the Spartans. Stafford and Blake work on House along those corner boards. House able to work it to the far corner, where Charlie Blake is there to play it for Ridge Point. Behind the net for Stafford. Gould calls for the puck at the point, gets it, slings it over the top of the crossbar. 45 seconds to go on the Rick Zhang penalty for tripping. 8 minutes gone by, 2nd period. Played off the high glass, chopped down with a high stick. As it goes all the way down, Gould touches up, and he'll be called for high sticking or playing the puck with a high stick. No penalty, obviously. 6:52 left here in the 2nd period. 34 seconds to go on the power play. 4-0 Panthers.
Ridge Point looks incredibly loose. Looks like they're having a great time. They just play so well together as a team. Stafford's, if Stafford out there, anybody on the front line is going to have a lot of goals this season.
Face off to the left to Brooke Boltena. Hasn't had much of an active 2nd period.
No shots against her.
Charlie Blake from right to left. Lead pass to Broc Cote. He's already got a hat trick tonight. He shoots in. Ryan, the first to get it there on the forecheck. Plays it behind the net in the last 17 of the power play. Right, leaves it along the goal line. Cote. Stick handles, but it's canceled out by Johansson, who clears the zone. That left defense, it's Jeb Gould. Striding in across the line. No, Warday poked the puck free, and Johansson shoots in as the penalty is over. Rick Zhang comes back on the ice. Spartans are back to full strength. Cote near boards, deep in his own end. Played back to Jeb Gould, who gives it back to Cote behind the net. And Jeb Gould has it again. Off the boards and out the center. Cote strides across the line, puts on the brakes. Zhang swipes it from him and clears the zone. Long pass is dumped in, cross corner. Cuppage at left defense, backhands it in deep. Key there for Seven Lakes. 5:45 remaining. Puck turned over side of the net, and Stafford is stopped by Amex. Key with a crucial giveaway. As Wright plays it off the far board. Gould keeps it alive as he pitches in down towards the half-wing boards. It comes back to Gould, slings one from distance. Amex with a chest save, and he gloves it down. 5:25 remaining, 4-0. Here in the second period, the lead to the Ridge Point Panthers.
It's fun to watch Cote play. He's one of the larger players out there and just so smooth. When he gets the puck, he always takes a few seconds, looks around. He has a very good sense of the game and makes good plays as well.
Oh, whistle, I think they might do it again.
They wanted to make a late
sub.
sub.
There's only 4 Spartans on the ice.
We don't need that here.
Johansson late coming on. Face-off win by Thompson. Johansson working for it on the far boards. He'll be carried out. And across the line. The pass to Rick Jean. Couldn't get a shot off. Good defense on the back check. I believe that was Andrew Blake. Merritt down the right point. Tried to send it down low for Rick Jean. He tries the centering pass. It's intercepted. Then the clearing attempt picked off by Johansson. And he shoots in deep. Thompson behind the net. Taken off the play by Jackson Gross. 4:50 remaining. Here in period number 2. 4-0 Ridge Point. Kept alive at the left point. Chang shoots, deflected, and a save made by Boltina. Cuppage tries to clear the zone. Careens off the high glass, but kept alive by Chang, then cleared by Ridge Point. Right defense, it is Wright. Turned over to Sydney Brooks. Stands her up. Thompson ricocheted off his stick, shot back into the zone off the cross corner as Schmoish is there battling with Chang. Turned over side of that tough angle shot. Amex with a pad save. Now Gould comes in. His shot stopped with the paddle. Brian Amex standing tall, not letting the lead get any more than 4. Ryan Gould, or check that, that's Jeb Gould. Took it away from Wright. That's Johansson, far boards. Centering pass. Brooks tries to swipe at it. Here's a wrist shot. Wright scores! Over the right shoulder of Brooke Boltina. And Seven Lakes on the board. They trail 4-1.
Good to see Seven Lakes get out there. They were pushing this period. That's only their second shot. It wasn't a hard shot. It was kind of an excuse me shot. I think they just wanted to put something on goal and just snuck by Boltina. She had been perfect up to that point. Now 4-1. Who got that goal, Mark?
Yeah, Jonathan Wright, his 9th goal, and this his 12th game. Leads the Spartans in penalty minutes with 25. But he gets them on the board, and the deficit cut to 3 at 11:04 of period number 2. House skates in along with Drubzinski. Motton there along with Cote. Motton behind the net. Lays it up the far boards. Angle back out to center. Charlie Blake will skate in. Rick Zhang back defensively. The puck rolls to Annex. He covers. The assist to Aiden Johansson on the goal at 11:04 by Jonathan Wright.
Wright's the leading penalty obtainer for Seven Lakes, so the tough guy gets the goal.
That was Johansson's 5th helper of the year. 3:30 to go, 4-1. Pang from left to right. Almost turned it over in his own end to Stafford. Stick handles out and takes it across the offensive line. Wheels with it, right wing circle. Pass got deflected into the corner. Seven Lakes still in control. Rick John calling for it, center point. Dropped in below the goal line to Drubzinski, now in the corner for Pang. Pang with a centering feed intercepted and cleared by the Panthers. In a foot race, Stafford gets there first. Canceled out by Key, but he still got a shot off and it hit the post. Stafford centering pass down low. Cote shoots. Amick save. Rebound backhanded wide by Cote. Seven Lakes having trouble clearing the zone. Drubzinski keeps it alive in his own end though. Rick Zhang on his forehand. Played out to center ice. 2:35 to play in the second period. 4-1 Panthers. Turned over at the blue line. Zhang Plays it back towards the the Ridge Point blue line. And the Panthers shoot in, icing waved off. And now Rick Zhang puts on the brakes behind his netminder. Plays it up the wing along the right side to Peng. Peng got it to the blue line, but that's all. Gould clears the zone. Sidney Brooks having a swipe at it, then turned in. Andrew Blake drops it back for Brooks. Brooks shooting, blocked, rebound hit the side of the net. And we've got a halt to the action as the net came dislodged at exactly the 13-minute mark of period number 2. 4-1 Ridge Point.
This period flying by. We saw Brooks get a goal last week. Probably should have shot the first time she got it there. She took it in a little further and it got knocked away, but they still had the face-off down in the zone.
That goal by Wright, his third against the Panthers this season. He had a pair against the Panthers back on November 13th in the 7-3 Ridge Point win. They play in the Spartan zone. And from left to right, Warday skates it out. Turned over to Andrew Blake. Gould taken away by Stewart. Into the zone, Warday. Monitored by Valerie Kupich. Back come the Panthers. They skate from right to left here in this second period. It's got 90 seconds left in it. 4-1 Panthers as Chang drops it into the zone. Jeb Gould behind the net. Got by one. Got by two. Boy, he can skate as he glides in from right to left. And the play is whistled down for an offside as Andrew Blake was into the offensive zone a bit before Jeb Gould carried it across.
Yeah, he got held up, too. That was a strange play. And it almost looked like he got carried across the blue line early. So I think Seven Lakes got away with one there. They got to hold off here. Ridge Point's got a minute to go, and they're pushing.
Face off outside of the Spartan zone. Poked in, here's Stafford. Right wing circle, wrist shot, saved by Amex. Gloved it down, dropped it. And lead pass. Almost ricocheted right back through to Amex. That pass, a clearing attempt by the goal scorer, Jonathan Wright. Last 50 seconds of the second period. Puck worked back out the center by the Spartans. They battle along the boards in front of the Ridge Point bench. Here's Charlie Blake skating in on Chang. Chang takes him off the play. Excellent defense by number 52. Cote comes in to help. Gives support to Charlie Blake. And he will stick handle along the blue line. His pass to the slot intercepted. Jeb Gould picks the pocket of Chang. 25 seconds to go. Gould skates in, but the play is whistled offside.
Stafford, the getting was good. And Stafford, he was ready to head toward the goal as Gould came around him. Stafford got stuck offsides.
Faceoff comes out to center. 22.9 remaining, period number 2. Panthers paced with a hat trick by Broc Cote and a goal by Charlie Blake. Lead the Spartans of Seven Lakes 4-1. Here's Johansson skating in. Right wing circle, shoots from a soft and sharp angle, and a soft shot is stopped by Bultina.
Only 3 shots in the period for Seven Lakes. Ridge Point has 8 for the game, 16 for Ridge Point, 10 Seven Lakes.
That leaves exactly 11 seconds remaining. Bultina will see this face-off come to her left. Won by Charlie Blake. Gould plays it up and not out. Here comes Rick Zhang. Shooting, save. High slot shot smothered by Bultina with 3.9 remaining.
That was similar to Seven Lakes' goal. A man loose about 30 feet out, just puts it on goal, see what happens. Bultina's got to hold off here with about 4 seconds to go.
There's the face-off. Gould sends it all the way down. That is it for period number 2. 30 minutes in the books. 4-1 Ridge Point. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
A household inventory is a valuable asset if your home is ever vandalized or damaged. State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount have a brochure that makes it simple. Here are a couple of suggestions. Make a video or photo record of your household items. List all important serial numbers, and then place these records in your safe deposit box. For a free brochure with more ideas, contact State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount. Like a good neighbor, Jim Estep and Rick Blount are there. A household inventory is a valuable asset if your home is ever vandalized or damaged.
Bonfire Wings is a neighborhood-based, fast casual counter service restaurant. Bonfire Wings specializes in 12 unique flavors of hot wings. Traditional favorites like gumbo and boudin are mainstays. They boast wing sauces with creative names such as Cajun Mojo, Garlic Parmesan, Spicy Creole, Insanely Hot, the award-winning and top seller Honey Barbecue, Hot Lemon Pepper, and Sweet Heat. 2 Houston area locations including in North Shore on Wood Forest Boulevard. Bonfire Wings, genuine Creole, uniquely Cajun.
There are only 2 names to know when buying or selling commercial or residential real estate property. Kim Walt and Danette Watuski in Houston with RE/MAX Top Realty are those 2 names. As part of RE/MAX Top Realty, Kim Walt and Danette Watuski make your transaction smooth. RE/MAX Top Realty. #We work for it. Congratulates all local high school athletes. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
Michael Silvers and David Feliciano back for the 3rd period. It is 4-1 Ridge Point. And we saw Broc Cote leave the rink in between periods. We don't know the reasoning behind that. So for now, the Panthers, who have a 3-goal lead, Dave, will be without the young man who scored 3 of those 4 goals.
Yeah, we'll find out. He didn't look injured, didn't look particularly upset. So I don't know if we'll see what happens and see if it affects play.
Tina to our left and Amex to our right. Puck is dropped. 3rd period is underway. Jeb Gould at the red line shoots in. Didn't go all the way deep before it was blocked by Jonathan Wright. Goal scorer for Seven Lakes. Turns it over. Centering pass goes all the way through. And here's Peng. Cross ice feed. Drabzinski taken away by Matthew Kupich. Good active stick. Charlie Blake across the line would have been offside. There it is, offside.
Stafford again. That's the thing about Stafford. He's so fast. He always beats the puck handler down. That's the second offsides on him.
The Interscholastic Hockey League is a production of LSN Sports. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of LSN Sports is strictly prohibited. Kean Stafford, top of the left wing circle, shot pad save, and smothering it between his pads. Ryan Emmix, 33 seconds in.
Well, Seven Lakes got to get number 2 somewhere in the first 5 minutes of this period, and that'll put him squarely back in the game.
Face off to the right of Amex. Gould shoots from the point, got through. Amex another save. Boy, that was a good shot.
Amex has improved.
Save,
yeah, he gave up 3 in the first period, only 1 in that second.
Ridge Point now plus 55 in their goal differential. While Seven Lakes plus 15. House. The Spartans skate in right to left. Good move. Shot. Save. Boltena. Charlie Blake was back defensively. A good move by the Spartan. Turn around. Peng. Neither of these teams have numbers on their sleeves. It drives a broadcaster crazy.
Ridge Point's jerseys look like practice jerseys. I've seen better jerseys from other seasons of that program.
Face off to the left of Boltena. Thompson and Andrew Blake. Thompson wins it. Comes back to the point for a soft shot that bounces to Boltena. She makes another stop. We're still not even out of the first minute here in the 3rd period.
And it's good to see Thomas, the other goaltender for Ridge Point, really cheering Boltena on. I mean, they share the time, and she's playing terrific tonight.
Well, the word that we're getting on Cote is that he went home.
He went home.
I don't know why.
Well,
and he leaves the game with a hat trick. And that's through 2 periods. He scored all 3 goals in the first period. Play behind the goal line in the Panthers zone. Gould. Taken off the play by Ace Johansson. Centering pass, nobody there. Puck to the half boards. Cheng drops it in down low for Thompson. Thompson strides along the goal line. Carries behind the net. Wraparound bid was taken away. Wright shoots. And that went over the crossbar from the high slot as he delivered the forehand wrister. Schmoish in the corner with Mutton. 2-on-2 scrum. Puck comes up the boards. Spartans in control. Good shift by Seven Lakes here in the offensive zone. Thompson looking for a centering feed. And Wright couldn't get a good shot off. And it'll be skated out by Charlie Blake. check that. That's Brendan Ryan. Again, numbers on the sleeves would help, league. But we're happy to be here. Almost 2 minutes gone by. We have a whistle. Minute 55 gone here in the third.
Mike, you haven't lived until you've done a football game with yellow jerseys and white numbers.
I've done gold on white.
Yes, that is just about impossible.
I did the state championship game a few weeks ago, Katy and Cedar Hill. And that's from Cowboy Store, AT&T Stadium, and we're high up in the corner.
500 feet.
And Cedar Hill wearing their red jerseys with black numbers and white, little white trim around them. Couldn't see it. I had to call the game from the big jumbotron. Battle along the near boards. And the offensive zone for Ridge Point. Charlie Blake sends it wide. Stafford in the corner. Played it down low for Blake. Swiped away by Rick Jong. His outlet pass kept alive in the zone by Charlie Blake. Jong gets possession. Pinned into the boards by Sidney Brooks. 4-1 Panthers. Come towards the 3-minute mark. Here gone in the third period. Centering pass ricocheted off the stick of Stafford. His shot blocked by Amex. Good save by number 30. All right, where's my favorite goaltender's number? Well, when he was with the Rangers. He was going to be 35 with the Capitals before he had open heart surgery. Couldn't play this season. Charlie Blake in the left circle, taken down on the ice. Good, solid check by Warday. Battle on the side of the net. Rick Jong flips it off his backhand and right to the glove of Jeb Gould. Left point, cross corner with his dump in. Stafford, centering pass, goes all the way through. Jeb Gould sends down in the corner for Stafford. Good shift here by Ridge Point. Battle at the net. That one hops to the near boards. We have a whistle. And perhaps the net behind Ryan Amex got off its pegs. It did. 3:29 gone here in the third. 4-1 Panthers.
Well, Stafford and Gould are trying to pick up the slack for no Cote. They still have the big lead, and they're still controlling the action.
Puck at the blue line, and the Spartans skated out with Jabzinski from right to left. Gould stands his ground. They come together, and Jabzinski goes down. Panthers flip it out to center ice. Seven Lakes tag back up, get onside. Valerie Kupich goes cross ice. Andrew Blake at his own blue line. Flips it off the referee, Paul Wilkinson. It's at the side of the right foot of Wilkinson. Jabzinski on the right wing. Shoots back in, takes his shot, blocked by Motton. He spins it around the boards. Chang pitches in. Moist there for Ridge Point. Leaves it for Gould. Backhands, but not cleared. Chang from the left point softly sends it towards goal. There it is picked off and cleared by the Panthers. 10:35 remaining in tonight's game. 4-1 Panthers as they play at center. House will burrow into the offensive zone. Pang, top of the left wing circle. Shot blocker save by Boltina. She drops on it.
Well, she's rock solid tonight. And Chang and Pang, I mean, they'd like to unload from way back. And that was a good example there. But I tell you, Butina, solid play all night.
4:35 gone by third period. 4-1 the scores. Ridge Point got a hat trick by Broc Cote, but he has since gone home for whatever reason. Charlie Blake got the scoring started in the first period before two. I think I said all three of Cote's goals were in the first period. Two of them were in the first period. The third, the Hattie, came in the second. Here's Kean Stafford clearing the zone off his backhand. Johansson gets it along the right wing. Skates in across the blue line. Drops it down low behold the goal line. Thompson tries to get it back to Johansson, but it is picked off by Charlie Blake. Kept alive in the offensive zone. Thompson drills within the slot. Shot off the skates of Motton, and the Panthers clear it. 5+ minutes gone here in the third period. 4-1 Panthers as it is sent out to the neutral zone. Now skating in Charlie Blake with a wrist shot off the shoulder of Amex. At the side of the net, Brendan Ryan couldn't get to the loose change. And Seven Lakes having trouble clearing, but Chang eventually does. Onto the stick of Cole Mott. Charlie Blake back into the offensive zone on his backhand. His shot was blocked, comes to the side of the net, shoots, they score. Kean Stafford at the side of the cage. It is 5-1 Panthers.
Picked up a loose puck. Stafford has a couple assists and a score there. That'll make it 5-1. All over the ice has been Stafford. Just a full game for that player.
First goal, he had 2 helpers prior to that tally. Kean Stafford has now got 14 goals on the season. Stafford at .535, the assist to Charlie Blake. He's got a 2-point night. Puck is behind Boltena's net. At the side of the net, Seven Lakes couldn't get a shot on goal as Condra threw his head back in disgust. Spartans have it in their own end. Muscle back out to the neutral zone. Condra shoots, blocker save, rebound given up by Boltena, but the shot couldn't be fired off the stick of that Spartan. That was Evan Stewart, who had scored a goal in this meeting back in November. Here comes Warday, back out to the neutral zone, spun back in on a delayed offsides, 8:30 to go. It's 5-1 Ridge Point. They won this game back in November by 4, and they lead here in January by 4. Schmoish along the left wing, shoots in, this will travel down for icing. 6:34 gone by, make it 6:44 gone here in the third. It is 5-1 Ridge Point. We got the bottom 2 teams in the South Division next week as Cinco Ranch will match up against Pearland Friendswood. Our coverage will begin at 5:55 right here on your home of the ISHL LSN Sport. Shot blocked, Chang at center point. Andrew Blake clears. Pang couldn't get control. Able to feed it back to Chang. Spins it up left wing boards. Zabzinski who carries across the line from right to left. Turned over, Valerie Kupich tries to get to Sydney Brooks. Turned at the point by Pang and spun deep. Kupich there, dealing with 2 Spartans, able to work the puck up the zone, up the boards, but Chang with a cross corner dump in from the point. Puck ricochets onto the stick of Brooks. Had his stick lifted from behind. He's able to still get it past the blue line and into the offensive zone. Blake slaps one from a tough angle. Got by Amex, but wide. 7.5 to play. 5-1 Ridge Point. Back come the Spartans into the attacking zone. Back behind the net for wraparound bid, rebound, and House scores. The wraparound by Pang, loose change at the top of the crease, and House buries it to cut the deficit back to 3.
Well, Pang tried it, as Mike said, to put it in the back door. House, again, do what you have to do. Get right in front of the goal, hope for a rebound, and got an easy layup. Seven Lakes is hanging in there, 5-2. They still have some time to do some damage.
Face off at center. Fourth goal of the season for the senior Garrett House. Jeb Gould fires in. Key up the far boards, Johansson. Nifty little chip pass for Thompson to carry in to the offensive zone, and Gould poke checks it away. 7:39, the time of the goal. As they battle behind the net, Garrett House assisted by Andrew Pang. For the sophomore, that is his 7th assist of the season. Brendan Ryan lost it in the zone. Swung up the far board, stopped at the half wing by Charlie Blake. Ladle down low for Andrew Blake. Centering pass, deflected, it goes in! I don't know how that went in, but it is a goal for Ridge Point. That was a simple centering pass from below the goal line. And it caromed in behind Amex for a goal.
Stafford has a 4-point night, 2 goals, 2 assists. And that's right, Mike. I think it just came off the ankle of Amex. It was supposed to be a pass, and Sometimes you get those little helpers.
Going to be an unassisted goal, and Jeb Gould is going to be credited with it.
Okay.
According to the official score.
I thought that was Stafford, but well, so be it.
May get a correction coming through. We'll see. Right now it is Gould's goal. And we've got 6 minutes to go. Lead is restored to 4 by Ridge Point as Warday wedges it in. Kupich, Andrew Blake. Turned over a high slot Condra to the near boards at the half wing. Here's Warday. His shot deflected off the stick of Charlie Blake. Here's a shot at the side of the net. Just went wide off the stick of Warday. And then Jeb Gould will skate it out, play it off the boards out to center ice. Oh, nifty. Get back by right. Centering pass. Stafford couldn't connect with it. Took a bit of a deflection. Here comes Wright. Shooting just wide of the right leg of Boltena. His shot coming from the high slot. Turning, shooting one from the high slot again. That one not nearly enough mustard behind it before it was intercepted. And now comes Andrew Blake. Puts on the brakes. Wrist shot high over the catching glove of a reaching Ryan Amex. 5:10 to go in tonight's game. 6-2 Ridge Point. Sidney Brooks sends it back in towards Amex. Picked off and back from right to left. Come the Spartans with Jean. Jean with speed. Got by Cole Martin. Jean with a wrist shot wide. Schmoish carries the rebound. In from left to right. Into the attacking zone. Schmoish, his shot was blocked in front by Key. Up below the goal line. Comes back out to Martin. Martin tees up, fires one. That is deflected just wide at the top of the crease by Schmoish. They battle along the far boards. Puck in the Spartan zone. Push back out to center ice in the last 4.5 of tonight's game. House, the last goal scorer for Seven Lakes. Muscles it in deep. Puts on the brakes below the goal line. Looking for a centering pass. Drabzinski was set up in front. Played along the far boards. Back down the boards by Pang. Pang intercepts at the half wing. Takes it to the high slot. Drops it back. Key with a wrist shot. Pad save. Made by Boltena. Gould slaps it behind the net. Can't clear the zone. House along the far boards. Tries to play it back up the ice, and it's intercepted and cleared down into the Spartan zone. We got less than 4 minutes to go. In a 4-goal game, Ridge Point 6, Seven Lakes 2. Puck kept alive and swung down deep by Andrew Blake. He'll go for a change. Then the puck is turned over. Kept alive in the offensive zone. Down the board, Stafford. Key. Around the boards, Peng. Watched it go by him. Back into the neutral zone. Gould sends in on a delayed offside. And the play is going to be whistled. Offside. 3:19 remaining here at the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. The Panthers lead the Spartans 6-2. The Panthers look to get into double digits in the win column with a victory tonight.
Shots in this period, 7 for Ridge Point, 3 for Seven Lakes for the game, 14 for Seven Lakes, 23 Ridge Point.
Faceoff comes down to the Panther zone. Charlie Blake wins the faceoff. Gould flips it up off the glass and into his bench. 11:46 gone by here in the third. 6-2 Ridge Point. If you're just joining us, you've missed 8 goals, 3 of them scored by Broc Cote, the hat trick for the Panthers, and then he went home after 2 periods. Andrew Blake works it back into the zone, lost the stick at the blue line. Wright controlling in his own end for the Spartans. Less than 3 minutes to go. Peng ahead at center for Drabzinski. A little tough off his stick. Wheels with it, leaves it for House. House skating in the right wing circle. Played back. Peng keeps it alive. Try to drop it for Wright. Picked off by Brooks, and she'll skate it out left to right. She's got Stafford striding towards the net, but is hassled by Peng. Then a shot from the circle. Charlie Moore is stopped by Amex. Stafford side of the net, comes back to Kupich. Keeps it alive with his right skate. Along the blue line, finds Gould. Shot, and it's caught by Amex. 2:21 to go, 6-2 Ridge Point.
You know, he's a brick wall as Kupich. I mean, huge defender, plays the right side. Rarely does the puck get by him past the blue line. Just a solid rock wall.
Face off to the right of Amex. 2:21 left to play here in the third period. Ridge Point came in after a heartbreaking 5-4 loss to Memorial West a week ago in this building, while Seven Lakes got a victory over Klein. Panthers skate in offside with 2:11 to go.
If there's anything Ridge Point needs to work on is the offsides. That's about 5 on them tonight. Again, it's their speed and their aggressiveness.
Victory tonight, and the Panthers will take the first 2 in the season series with the Spartans. Here in the South Division, they'll be 6 points clear of Seven Lakes in the South Division standings as Nair dumps it in. Mott there along with Thompson. They battle along the inboards. It's a 5-man scrum. Puck at the side of the net. Sent back below the goal line by Valerie Cuppage. 1:45 to go. Johansson in the corner. Back to the point for Key. Ricochets off his stick and turned over. Andrew Blake skating from left to right. Burrows in. Pushed by Key. Keeps possession. Centering pass intercepted and poked away. Charlie Blake will get it far half wing. Skates into the corner. Taken off the play by Rick Zhang. Flipped up the boards but not out. Deflected off a linesman. Andrew Blake, the beneficiary. His shot was deflected by Johansson over the cage. And Thompson will skate out with 1:14 to go. Got by Valerie Cuppage. Thompson skated in. Right wing circle. Shoots. Say. Oh, score right through the wickets. I thought Boltana may have gotten a piece of it. She might have, but it got through. And Thompson scores with 67 seconds remaining in today's game.
Not a lot of breakaways for Seven Lakes, but that time Thompson getting free. And in the second and third periods, Seven Lakes has played Ridge Point even at 3 apiece. Just that bad first period.
1 minute to go. Boltina makes a save, gives up a rebound. Warday couldn't pot it through. Skated out. Unassisted goal by Thompson at 13:53. Last 45 seconds of tonight's tilt. Spartans skating. Boy, they're efforting out there, aren't they? The skating's become a little bit slower, a little more plodding. So it happens when you lack depth with a lot of scratches tonight. Here's a 2-on-1. The other way, Stafford skates in on his backhand, turns, centers, and it's intercepted by Warday. He doesn't know where the puck is. It's between his legs below the goal line. 20 seconds remaining. Puck out to the neutral zone. Stafford with a stiff shoulder into Warday. Now it's Chang skating in. Swipe from him by Stafford, back out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds to go, and Ridge Point, after suffering a heartbreaking defeat last Friday to Memorial West, rebound with a 6-3 victory tonight over the Seven Lakes Spartans. Back to wrap it up in just a moment. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Hey Texans fans, Drew Doherty here. Are you looking for a new home? First Community Credit Union has everything from purchase loans to construction loans, VA loans, and more. With our competitive rates, low to no closing costs, and rate match guarantee, FCCU can help you navigate home ownership. Discover your options at FCCU and get pre-approved today at fccu.org/home loans. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. First Community Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender. Hey Texans fans, Drew Doherty here. Are you looking for a new home? First Community Credit Union has...
Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Men, you're probably already aware of the fact that we're notorious for neglecting our health concerns and ignoring warning signs. If you were to be totally honest, you've experienced change in your life such as a decrease in your drive, your initiative, your assertiveness, your sense of well-being. You have increased fatigue, a decline in self-confidence. You're depressed. You have depressed moods, irritable moods. You have decreased mental sharpness, a decline in romantic moods and inclinations and sexual ability. These signs are common symptoms of men with low testosterone levels. Bioidentical, natural testosterone replacement can put a tiger back in your tank. However, men's health also requires a balance of good nutrition, detoxifying the body, and supplementing with proper vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I'm Dr. Steve Hotze.
Guys, isn't it about time you took care of you? Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center for a free consultation. 281-698-8698. Get back your energy and zest for life. 281-698-8698.
I'm off, baby.
And we welcome you back to the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. A 6-3 victory for Ridge Point tonight as they got a hat trick by Broc Cote, who played 2 periods tonight, and got goals by Charlie Blake, Kean Stafford, and Jeb Gould. And they took that early 3-0 lead, Dave, and really from that point on, Seven Lakes just didn't do enough, couldn't do enough to try to play catch up. End up losing by 3, 6-3, getting doubled up.
Cote, the hat trick, as you said, in about a period and a half, pretty fast. Got a lot of help from Stafford. Had a great night on the assist game. Also had a goal, so 1-2 punch from those players. And again, Ridge Point had a lot of folks not here. That just shows you how solid this team is. I'm sure we'll see them again this season. We're seeing 2 whole new squads next week.
That's right. That'll be Pearland, Friendswood, and Cinco Ranch, the 4th and 5th teams. Cinco Ranch, 6 points clear of PFC. Real struggling season. Tough year for PFC. Only 1 victory, 12 losses. And Cinco Ranch with 4 wins and 9 losses. Next up for Ridge Point, the 4th place team from the North Division, Klein. Seven Lakes, it gets no easier for them as they battle the 1st place team on February 5th, Cy Woods, out of the North Division. So back to the drawing board for Paul Connolly's team. Both teams with healthy scratches tonight, and by healthy we mean a lot of scratches, some due to injury, some due to other circumstances, but nonetheless, a 6-3 victory, all things told, by the Ridge Point Panthers. And we'll get a chance to see Cinco Ranch and Pearland Friendswood next week. So any final thoughts before we call it a night, Dave?
Well, we've seen Ridge Point 2 weeks in a row. Very impressed with the Panthers. And we'll see you next week. We are a quarter of the way through this broadcast season.
Yep, 6 more to go, then the playoffs. Hope you enjoyed this one, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly love bringing it to you. The Ridge Point Panthers win their 10th of the season, improved to 10-4-1 with 21 points, keeping their 2nd place standing in the South Division. The loss dropped Seven Lakes to 500. They are 6-6-3. They remain in 3rd with 15 points in the South. So again, until we talk to you next Friday night for Cinco Ranch and Pearland Friendswood, that does it for us here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. For my broadcast partner, David Feliciano, this is Michael Silver saying so long for now, and we'll see you next week. This has been the ISHL on LSN Sports.